All right, all right. Good morning. Huh? What do we got? What is it? Today we got 2 days off. It is Sunday, the morning after another another victory. So what is that? We're 2-1. I think that's what we're at. So just keep on without Barkov, without Kachuk, without even 12 forwards. Without even 12 forwards, counting the fact that we have a defenseman at forward. It's like we just keep raising the bar on the challenges that we're giving ourselves. At this point, I expect at some point Maurice to be like, well, we just figured what the hell. We'll just play the whole game with the empty net. Hey, Sybil, how you doing? Metal, Spaceman. Yeah. I don't talk much about the daughter because she lives in Florida. Um, she doesn't like to be on camera or whatnot. So she was never, she was not in. There's like one video years ago, like 7, 8 years ago, maybe even the first year of the channel, where I kind of caught her on camera running away. Other than that, she doesn't like to be on camera. She doesn't want people seeing, her face and all of that. But we had a good time last night. So, and then she was supposed to go back to her mom's this morning, but her mom's sick, so she's gonna be spending another night. And Kyle is downstairs. I tried to get Kyle to do the noon stream, but he's too busy. He's very, very engrossed in the Patriots and Jaguars right now. So it's amazing. Any other day, he's just barely dragging his ass out of bed. But on Sunday, with football, he's fine and wide awake at noon. It's very odd. Hi, Vincent. How you doing, bud? Dr. Jaws. Did I not say it was Sunday? Did I say it was Monday? I probably said it was Monday, didn't I? I don't know. Hey, at least I was right. I remembered that the awesome shirt that you all saw last night was sent to me by Betty. Thank you again, Betty. I'm shocked I remembered that. I'm awfully impressed by myself. I mean, I don't remember things, but that I remember. So, dog. Yeah, I love Gustav Forsling. I second that emotion, as in the immortal words of Smokey Robinson. Spaceman, are we going to watch the Dolphins? Yeah, we'll watch it. I'm ready for the false hope with the Dolphins because apparently Tua is supposed to come back by the Cardinals game. So that means maybe we win this game, maybe we win the Cardinals game, and then there'll be the false hope where they will have won a few games in a row and Tua is back and we play the Bills. You know the script. It's a Dolphin season. The script is easy to see. Beck says, except a great game last night except for the turnovers. That was odd. I wouldn't be overly concerned about it too much because it's just so unusual. Oh, I'll be right back. There was a box that arrived. I want to show you all. I'll be right back. Hold on. Just watch Fluffy. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. I'm coming. Actually, all of the Amazon boxes arrived, but I'll just show you these because these are pretty nice. I bought the hats for the Eastern Conference videos, which I won't have one out today because, like I said, my daughter's still here, but I will have one out tomorrow. I'll get back on the groove with those tomorrow. So here's the three. I like the Flyers one too. So I got a Jackets hat. Even though I already had a jersey, I figured I may as well just go ahead and get the hat. So that's the Jackets hat. Devils. Obviously, I got to take the tags off. That's the Devils hat. And then the one I really like, it's a shame that it's actually from the 2012 Winter Classic, but I like that hat, even though obviously it's not the Panthers. So at least that'll make it a little bit easier on me, and it'll be a little bit more a little bit more of a professional production when I'm doing those videos. So Beck says, yeah, just whack with the turnovers. Yeah, agreed. Jordan says, the Vamos Gato signed Forsling jersey aged so well. I got to get that frame. Yeah, that's the one I'm getting. I'm going to get the reverse retro Forsling jersey for Christmas. I'm going to receive that, I shall say. I'm not buying it. Some other people can buy it. Other people that are downstairs watching football while I'm here working. You see what I mean? Sunshine says, great game last night. We're tired of dominating and still letting it come down to the way because of sloppy turnovers and guaranteed breakaway goals. Well, get used to that into the playoffs. Get used to that until the playoffs. They're only going to put. I mean, for crying out loud, Maurice didn't even put 18 guys on the ice last night. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they don't care, but I would not even be worried a little about how we quote look until the playoffs come, because the only thing on these guys' minds is repeating, in my opinion, anyway. Vincent says expression of jaw shirt is just awesome. Passport photo choice. Yeah, I like this one. This is one my daughter got me. All the shirts, whenever you guys compliment me on the shirts, it's pretty much a guarantee. It's one that my daughter got for me. IDEX says, also got to give Reinhardt props for continuing to score like crazy after getting paid, right? And from a crazy angle. Metal says that I see Pomo's doozy of a comment about the power play. No, what did he say? I don't get a chance to watch, the interviews and everything like that, because once I'm done with my recap and all of that, when it's nice and cool outside, I like to go outside because that's what Fluffy and I used to do. So I still do it. All right. So what did he say? I says it's being reported that talks have begun on a Bennett extension. Yeah. 5x6. 5 years, $6 million. That would be my uneducated guess. All right. Thanks, Metal. He doesn't care about PP. Yeah, I think we knew that. Right? I think we kind of knew that with him. I don't know why. I don't know why. I still hope that they leave Barkov off of it when he comes back. The puck is moving so much quicker now. Let Barkov and Chuck run the second power play unit. Leave the guys that have been on the ice alone. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like I said last night in the recap, the goals that we're scoring on the power play don't look anything like what we usually do. And we've been scoring goals. So, and it looks like they're actually having fun out there with it, right? iDog says, how are we going to afford everyone? LOL, Ekblad or Knight has to be gone, right? Well, once we sign, Bennett's going to get paid. No, I don't even know if he's going to get what Verhaeghe got, though. I don't think Spencer Knight's going anywhere. I think Ekblad's going to be the odd man out, if there's an odd man out. If they were going to move on from Spencer Knight, I think they already would have done it, right? When you take into consideration Bobrovsky and Knight's contracts expire at the same time, that will give us an opportunity to kind of, either have a half of a reset, a full reset, sign them both to new deals. However, if Bob still wants to stick around and maybe play less. But I would suspect that you don't hear any whispers about an Ekblad contract, right? So I think Ekblad, unless he's going to take literally $4 million, I don't even, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying, I know people are saying bye-bye Ekblad. I understand that. But I think that skit video I did was kind of real when I talked about telling Zito that I don't think, if you offered Ekblad minimum wage, he might just take it because that's how bad he wants to stay. So the only way we're getting rid of Ekblad is if you just kick him out of the house and then get a restraining order. That's it. That's the only way you're getting rid of Ekblad. I see that, Rosado. No. Metal says, to paraphrase, You don't want your PP winning you games. You have to have good 5-on-5 play. I'm not concerned about the PP. Well, I can understand. That's kind of the way relationships are too. You don't want the relationship to be salvaged just because of good PP. All right, you've got to have good, good one-on-one play there. The PP is separate and extra. You got to have good PP, but if all you have is good PP, then it ain't. It's not going to last very long. Suntwine says, I think Ekblad would take a pay cut. Management loves him too much. Most likely, that's probably. I mean, you're not wrong. That's what I mean. Is like no matter what they offer him, I think he'd take it. So the only way to get rid of him would be to not offer him a contract, right? Is it too much for a Sunday morning, James? Look, that's what happens, all right? I woke up at 4:45 this morning. I must have been sick for like the last week. And just, I remember I had that migraine. I said I was under the weather because I normally am up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. But the last week I was like dragging my ass out of bed at 7. But last couple of days I've been back up at like 4:30 and I feel better now. So I must have just been trying to catch something. Rosado says, my girlfriend doesn't agree with that. Yeah. Well, you ain't old enough to you're not old enough to have real life problems. And once you get into the adult relationship world, especially once you committed to a woman, believe me, the value of the PP decreases. And then it becomes more about, did your kid leave too many dishes in the sink? But that's a whole different story. And now we did transfer to the men's channel, right, Eyes? Which I got for those of you who watched that other channel, I will be starting back up in a few days. I ordered a big shelf. It's like a decorative wall dividing shelf. So I've got it waiting to put it up on the wall so I'm not using this background anymore for it since I kind of turned the direction of that channel a little bit, but I haven't abandoned it. I just been waiting to get the background right because I'm tired of, with the kind of videos I want to do, it ain't going to work with the fluffy in the background. Vincent says, Ekblad doesn't help. Why keep him? You can't put him anywhere else other than Forsling. Yeah, but then how much is it going to cost them to change the glass, Vincent? Right? I mean, that can't be cheap. The dude is on the glass, right? I mean, I haven't been there with he's on the glass, right? Or is that like, you can't tell from TV, but they would have to actually replace the glass, right? Rosado. Yeah, you made a bunch of comments. That's okay. That's cool. Maybe I should create a PP value graph. It's actually not a bad idea, Vincent. That would blow the men's channel up if I just created the PP graph like the guy did with the F, the F around and find out if I did a PP graph. Maybe I might actually, that's not a bad idea, Vincent. I'll credit you. If I do that and it blows up the channel, I'll give you credit. Yeah, exactly, Rosado. So I don't know. I mean, look, no disagreement with me, but you're right about that's the only place you could put him is Forsling, right? And I like Balinskis so much, and I don't want to overdo it and say he'd be ready to be up there with Forsling if you got rid of Ekblad, but who else, right? I mean, I don't know. Mikkola doesn't seem like he would fit up there. So we'll see. Colin says, from watching the highlights last night, seems like Bob is more of himself, but there was one goal or two that he should have saved. Yeah, well, he had to be quick all night. We kept giving the puck away a lot in the front of the net, I know. He says, I thought we loved Ekblad and Schmidt is the top pair. Schmidt's looked pretty good. Schmidt has looked better. He's actually making some good one-on-one plays. And yeah, Rosado, I'll give you credit there. Ekblad did not screw up anything. So Cuban wants to know. This is great. This is great for Sunday morning. Cuban wants to know what's my go-to song when I'm naked in the shower, as opposed to when I have clothes on in the shower. Um, I don't know why. I mean, I run in, how a song gets stuck in your head and everything like that. Um, I think the song that I would sing mostly in the shower, more than any other song in the shower, is Dreamtime by Daryl Hall. And the reason why that is because the amount of times that by the time you've gotten to be my age, where you've had a disagreement with your woman slash wife or whatever, and you go to take a shower and you're just like, you know, you don't want to like call her crazy. So you're like, yeah, she kind of living in dream time. And then you start singing the humming the song. You see what I mean? The psycho theme, right? uh Careless with Rosado. Don't be knocking George Michael now. Okay, don't make me do a Careless Whisper cover just because of that, Rosado. Nobody wants to hear me sing George Michael. I can barely get out Rob Thomas on a good day. Middle says if I'm wearing clothes in the showers, it'll be a ballad because I'm depressed. Now I will in the summertime, when I want to get a good sweat going, I'm gonna mow the grass. I'll put my whole sauna suit underneath, and then I put my clothes on over it, so I sweat and I detox. And when I do that, I'll undress while the shower's on in the shower because I don't want to get the sweat all over the damn bathroom. This is supposed to be a hockey podcast. How did we get here? Rosado says my band teacher says we get kicked out if we play that song and get enough for the day. That's funny. That's funny. Cuban says we need to do some Wham for Christmas. On the first year of the channel, maybe I'll do an updated. On the first year of the channel, I did a John Oates sings the 12 days of Florida Panthers Christmas. I had the wig and I had the mustache and all of that. And it was with the players and everything from then. Now I believe that was the first year. I think it was the first year of the channel. So maybe I'll do an updated version of that. Yeah. Eyes. Right? Vincent says it's got to be hip to be square. Metal says subscribe for more story of live streams. Yeah, they're coming. I got my GoPro set back up, so I'm gonna be starting that back up this week. I just needed to take a break from that men's channel for a few weeks to get my head right and get back into hockey, so I could be a little bit more like myself. It was just getting to be like a therapy session, and after about the third or fourth videos, even for me, I was like, all right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna take a break until I got my brain right. Funny, Rosado. Are we going to participate in No Shave November? I mean, I never shave it down to the skin anyway. I know Kyle won't. Kyle hates that beard because he gets all itchy. We'll see. Let's put it this way. If I don't meet any women that I am particularly interested in dating, I will just let it go for the month of November. But there's such a huge selection here, right? I mean, geez. I mean, where I live, there's just women all over the place. There's one girl at the post office, there's another girl at the grocery store. It's heavy hitting out here. Ray White says, Jaws, why doesn't baby Jaws want to go on camera? I want to see if she looks like Daddy Jaws. She looks like her mother more than me a little bit now. She kind of looked a little bit more like me when she was a kid, but obviously now she's an adult female, and she looks a little bit more like her mother at this point. And plus, she's she dyed her hair like blonde, and so it's not her natural hair color. She's got a different haircut than. So no, that you wouldn't. There wouldn't be much of a resemblance. You would probably look. She looks more like her mother or like her brothers than me. So there's that. But no, she just doesn't want to. She's always been that way. She's not comfortable on camera. So I used to tease her about it now, but she's 23. She's 23. Yeah, exactly, Rosado. So that's why Jaws got to go to SeaWorld, because all the girls in bikini cops. So about this hockey game last night. Boy, these Sunday streams are fun, right? The sun. Now, I don't think I'll be live tomorrow at noon. There's no game tonight, number one. And I might have to, I don't know. My ex is sick. And so she's the one supposed to do the driving and take her to the airport on Tuesday and all of that. So she's sick and her back is killing her. So I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like for me. So I probably won't be live unless something different happens. Open house. We're singing Wham, right? Oh, geez. iDog says Patriots losing to the Jags 32-16. Yeah, Kyle was downstairs. Yeah, he's watching. He's watching it again. The cover is the one I did at the beginning of 22-23. Was that the that was the Rapper's Delight. If that's the one, I think that's my favorite too. I still sing that. I still have that song stuck in my head. Yeah, the one that was Rapper's Delight. I couldn't. Yeah. Hey, Great White. Thank you, bud. Thank you, Great White. Yeah, man, it's one of my favorite shirts. My daughter bought this for me. Like I said earlier, she bought me this one. She bought me the It shirt. There's another one that she got me too. Plus, she did she had AI, but she did the logo. I'm gonna have that shirt for sale too here in a couple of days. I just got to get the words right for Flying Fluffy Hockey, the one that with Fluffy and the Panther playing with the hockey stick. Yeah. Oh, that one, Rosado. Give us the cup or so the Santana one. Okay. Yeah. I tried to do one this year. It just wouldn't happen. I had to do what I had to do for the dogs. And so I'm sure we'll have something good once the playoff starts. Jags win, right? That's good. That's okay. So Dolphins will have their false hope, right? Kyle tells me this morning they're saying Tua could be back next week. That's the Cardinals game. Sybil says, we all thought Maurice was just keeping Samoskevich in the minors because he's a rookie. Maybe him and Zito were on to something. The kid looks amazing out there. He does. He looks really good. Once he starts to put the puck in the back of the net, I mean, if he had even scored on 10% of his chances right now, he'd at least have 3 or 4 goals. I mean, he's had some really good chances. Once that puck starts going in, Trey might get his wish. Trey's trying to trade Mackey for Sid. No, not going to happen. Rosado wants a Daryl Hall cover. That's a bit high for me, man. Like there was like one day in my life where my voice was able to sing like "Say It Isn't So," and then that was my peak. I can't. He's too high. I can't sing his stuff. Oh my God, Cuban! Thank you, Cuban. Do I recall how I lost my virginity? All right, so everybody who doesn't want to hear this story, close your ears. I'm not telling the story. Oh boy, I don't know that I want to tell this story. Where was that? Was that? Yeah, let's just put it this way. It was in the back of my first car. Shocker, right? 1968 Plymouth Fury. I can't talk. I says save it for the book. That's the level of the story that we're getting. The 1968 Plymouth Fury. And I was under 18 and she wasn't. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, save it for the book, right? Yeah, random story, right? You didn't get notified of Let's Go. I'm sorry to hear that. That happens sometimes. That happens sometimes. Sorry about that. Trust me, you haven't missed a whole lot. The guy, they're not letting me talk much hockey. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Kyle said he was going to come up and give a guest appearance. He's probably checking his fantasy team. Vincent says Verhaeghe has 3 assists and is -7. Will Mackey score before him? I mean, they're both kind of snake bit right now, right? They're both just can't get the puck in the net. Verhaeghe had like more than 20 chances last night. So, oh hey, speak of the devil. Hey.
So, yeah, Jacksonville lost 32 to. I mean, Jacksonville
won
32-16.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry got me 9 points.
See, I told you he was checking on the fantasy football.
And Antonio Gibson, the Patriots running back you had starting, he got 0.
Whatever. I know I wasn't winning much. Of course, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. All right. Thank you for making your appearance. I won't be too much longer. All I want to talk about is sex and George Michael.
What?
Yeah, it's an odd stream.
Just tell him Tua's coming back in week 8.
Yeah, I did. Hey, True, how you doing, Nick?
Also, Hassan Reddick finally agreed to a deal with the Jets.
Oh.
He's actually going to play for them.
Jeez, congratulations. All right, kid. I got groupies now? That's funny. Yeah, well, yeah, I started out young. I can't tell those stories here. We'll have to, so Rosado says he has a 3rd date coming up soon. All right. Good job. Colby says hockey guy dropped the Panthers in the power rankings despite going 3-0-1 for the week. Well, you had to know that they hate us, right? Any chance that they're going to get, they're gonna take us down from whatever rankings we, I mean, no Barkov, no Kachuk, and we're still winning games. It's like, okay, all right. I mean, we have not been the defensive stalwart yet so far this year, but what are they giving? Like 70% effort. I mean, they look good, they're playing and everything, but we're not really even blocking shots. When's the last time you saw one of our guys really lay a hit? We're just kind of out there skating around, having fun, winning games. It's fantastic to be a fan of this team. When you look back at what we had to deal with, right? They've just got such a swagger about them, the whole team now. So yeah, exactly, Rosado. We're just kind of coasting, right? That's not true, Colby. The one game I was thinking about that this morning. There was the one game where we allowed less than 3, but that was the game we lost to Ottawa, right? We lose 2-1. They beat us 2-1, right? But that's the game we lost. Yeah. Right. Rosado's trying to convince me to sing Wham. I don't think I could do it. I don't know if I could sing George Michael. They beat us 3-1. Oh, was it an empty net? Damn it. All right. I guess Colby's right. I guess Colby's correct there. I don't know if it was 2-1 and we got wait, no, wasn't that the empty net where Barkov got hurt, right? So we kind of haven't allowed more than, yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah. I need to hold a karaoke stream. Boy, I don't know how those things go with the copyright. Every artist is different with the copyright. Like there was another song I was thinking of doing, and I have to upload just the audio to YouTube to check the copyright to see what it was going to be. And there's certain artists where they won't even allow it on YouTube. They just won't even allow, they just block the song from being shown. And you don't know until like after you uploaded it. So like if you did like a stream and you did certain songs and you don't know what the policy is, you wake up and you're going to have copyright strikes. It's weird how they do it. They don't, even for people that just kind of like tell me what the rules are so I can follow them. YouTube's kind of like, we're only going to tell you what the rules are after you've broken them. So just try to guess. It's just how it is, right? Karaoke stream. Rosado says I got copyrighted by Shakira one time. Drew says I can do live streams of playing and singing any song, no problem. All right, but you're not monetized. True, you're not. Are you monetized over there? Because they run different checks on the monetized ones. Yeah, for instance, there's the thing I've noticed. They don't pay attention. We're playing with 10 forwards and still getting points. I know. I mean, Maurice is just like, it's just, do you want to play with a full team? Do you want me to call up Zach Dalpe on emergency basis? We'll just go beat Vegas shorthand. So here's what I'm enjoying it. Like I said, at some point they're just going to go ahead and try to play without a goalie. But Chucky's supposed to be back on Tuesday. He's supposed to do it. He's supposed to be back on Tuesday. Yeah, well, true. I mean, they don't get you during the live stream. It just depends on what artist. That's the thing, is you don't know. The bots don't run on the live stream. It's after the live stream is over, and then the bots run. And then there's some, I forget what song it was. Damn it. I forget what artist it was, but before I picked that song, there was another song by a different artist that I was considering. And they said, this is blocked. You're not even allowed to play this song on YouTube. Yeah. During the live stream. Yeah. When you do it during the live stream, yes. But if you sing the wrong song and they catch you, they'll copyright strike you. I would not. I mean, if he's doing it, that's great. But eventually, if you play the wrong person's song and they catch you, they will. I've seen it happen. They will retroactively give a copyright strike. So, how long will Barkey be out? He's supposed to be. He started skating the other day. They said he's probably going to be back before Finland. So what's that? Another week? The Finland trip isn't that next week, right? So we play Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. He'd probably be back Saturday. Vincent, the bots do. The bots do. Yeah. Somebody already, there's a new way that YouTube does it now where like basically anybody can claim a portion of even spoken word. Even the spoken word can be claimed. So in theory, if I wanted to stop somebody from taking a clip of mine and showing it and doing commentary on it, I could. Not that I would ever do that, but there are some people on the men's channel. If you guys watch those videos, remember I would do a review of somebody else's videos. One of the guys that does videos, and all I did was show like a minute and a half of his video and then like commentate on it. He copyrighted me because he don't want anybody else showing his videos, even clips of his videos, in their videos. So, and YouTube has like a system now that they make available for people to do that. Rosada says we need a Crazy Bill video. We'll see. The last one was kind of off into the sunset ish. You know what I mean? Oh, I hurt my arm. I'll think about it. Maybe we've never done Crazy Bill Christmas. Started running out of ideas. There's only so many different ways I can do Crazy Bill in nature, right? Now, if I wanted to tempt fate, I could do Crazy Bill kayaks in the bay with a big chunk of steak trying to track the bull shark. We could do something like that. True says maybe it's because he's covering songs. Well, because it might help. But then I've seen people, I mean, you've seen it, Nick. Like with the Eagles have a team of people going through. So it just depends on the artist. I says, isn't that free use? Technically, yes. But YouTube's attitude about it is like, sue me, bro. So with YouTube, the way that they'll do it is if an artist claims that that's their proprietary content, they're going to side with the artist, and you can argue with YouTube all you want, but that is what it is. How about a Crazy Bill video at SeaWorld? Do Crazy Bennett. Yeah, I haven't done the Bennett puppet yet. I haven't done Bennett this year. That's a good point. I forgot about him, right? iDog says, I wouldn't say we look like the best team in the league right now, but he still has us in the top 5. Yeah. I mean, look, it's early, right? I mean, we've played so many more games. Some of the teams will still only play like 3 or 4 games. We played 7. So it kind of looks good, like we're in first place. But don't sleep on Tampa this year. Don't sleep on Tampa right now. Devils look good. Rangers, Shesterkin at some point. I mean, he's playing because he wants $12 million, right? He's playing. I mean, he turned down 11. How much does he think he's getting? I mean, Bob makes 10. So, and that's one thing I hadn't thought about. If we talked about with Bob possibly re-signing for an extra year or two. On the one hand, maybe, he'd take a team-friendly deal and all of that. But on the other hand, wouldn't it kind of piss off the other high-quality goalies if, Bob decided I'll take 2 more years at 5 per just because he wanted to stay? Meadow says we didn't look like the best team last year either, and we all know what happened. Yeah, we just started this year. I mean, we're just winning despite, right? And I mean, look, yesterday was almost kind of, I hate to put it this way, but it was almost kind of like a cat playing with his food. It was like, oh, they got a lead. Oh, that's cute. Oh, they got another lead. Oh, that's cute. It just, I mean, we made some mistakes. There's no doubt. But when you look at the guys that are not in the lineup and the fact that, Belinskas is at 4, I mean, he's got Belinskas taking face-offs. It's crazy. True says Stamkos leaves and Cooch decides to play hockey again. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, so don't sleep on the Lightning, that's for sure. Yeah, exactly, James, right? Colby says, I feel like it's going to be one of those things where the Rangers and Eagles look so good, but once they play us, it still won't be enough. Yeah. Look, if you look at that Metro, I mean, it really should be Rangers and Devils coming out of there, right? I think the Capitals are in 3rd place right now. The Canes don't look all that good. The Islanders are, I think both, well, this is what I said in the season preview. I think both wildcard teams come out of the Atlantic, and it'll be New York, New Jersey, and probably Carolina, It could end up just being the Islanders. But I think in the end, you probably have New Jersey, Rangers, and Florida, and whoever. Could be anybody out of that group. It could still be, yeah, it could be Tampa, it could be Boston, it could be anybody, really. Great White says, Jaws, what would happen if I played music on my channel? Will YouTube fine you? They won't fine me. Well, I wouldn't be able to monetize it. So the ad revenue, but it depends. That's the whole thing. What depends on the artist. Some of the songs, they just we're going to split the ad revenue. Some of the songs, they'll say you block. There's some songs that only get blocked in Russia. In fact, the one Rosado you were talking about, the one with Santana, that's that song, the cover of Smooth, blocked in Russia. Not everywhere else is fine, but not allowed to be played in Russia for whatever reason. Rosado still says Spencer and Ekblad for Sturkin. Yeah, I can no longer call it the Midtropolitan. Midtropolitan. You know what I'm trying to say. It's early. It's Sunday, right? No, James. No. Not Sam Miskevich. Ekblad, Knight, Kai Schwint, and a first for Igor. That's what they're allowed to get. Never going to happen. Which, by the way, Cole Schwint was on the ice last night for Vegas. He took a face-off against us. For those of you who don't know, Cole Schwint was the some other prospect that was given up in the Kachuk trade. Yeah, exactly, James. That's the only way you can afford Igor. Well, that's the thing. Spencer Knight and Ekblad's money combined is the $12 million that Igor wants. I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect. I don't know why it hasn't already happened. Probably because we don't have any first. When's our next first round draft pick? Jeez. All right. So what do we got? All right. Well, I got 10 minutes. We'll end a little bit early today so I can go get myself a little bit of food before I get to watch my beloved Dolphins. Are they going to lose to the Colts today? We're on the road. So I don't know. I don't have much faith in that team anymore. Vince says, what about Lafreniere? He's the only left winger in the league I would want on our team. I mean, where? I mean, really, honestly, any name that you would bring up short of like McDavid, like where? Right? I mean, especially I guess if you wanted to just like throw Rodriguez away, I guess that's the where, right? You could rearrange things if you move Rodriguez. Don't anybody take me the wrong way. I'm not saying I want to move Rodriguez. Just saying that basically any of the players, any of the upper echelon players that we would even look at, you'd have to move somebody just by the numbers, and cap space, obviously. Rodriguez kind of looks like he did the way he started off last season. I wasn't overly impressed at the beginning with him last year. And then we see, he obviously turned out to be a big piece. But I will give Nate Schmidt credit. Schmidt looks better now. Maybe I have a feeling that he wasn't quite in the shape he needed to be in for the Paul Maurice training camp. I have a feeling that might have had something to do with it. Because remember, we were all saying he kind of looks a little bit slow, but now he looks a lot better now. He looks, I think, a little bit more like what we expected to see out of him. Adam Boquist, I mean, he's not doing anything to hurt us, but he's not OEL out there either. You know what I mean? So I still say that if we're going to add anything at the deadline, it's going to be defense. And I saw some people on Twitter talking about if, are we going to trade Ekblad for assets? But I just don't see how you would do that when we're trying to win the cup again. It would just, I mean, it doesn't matter what we think. It's the guys in the locker room. And that would not go well. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Meadow says not during the season. Vincent says Mackey should pass Eat-Rog in time. He has more skill. Yeah, I agree. I agree there. Yeah. If he starts scoring, you kind of get the sense like Maurice. I think Maurice actually likes the kid. Like usually, Maurice is like, I gotta pay this rookie, I guess, but he's put him on the second power play unit. He's given him plenty of ice time. That kid starts to score, we're in good shape. iDog says the Patriots head coach just called the whole team soft in a press conference after the game. I love that. That's precious. But he's got the, what do you call that? The clout. He can say that. You know what I mean? He can say that. That's great. What are they, 1-6 now? I mean, that's pretty bad. Rosado says Flying Fluffy meet up not at the Panthers game, but at the Memorial, and we hold a pickleball tournament. Oh, you mean the practice facility? I've seen pickleball. I've not played pickleball, but I've seen it. At the YMCA, they put the pickleball courts where the basketball courts are. And it's fun to watch. In the mornings, the older couples will show up. Like older from like I look at them and I'm like, those are old people. That's how old these people are. And they show up in couples and they play pickleball. And some of them can actually move pretty well, and then others it's not. And then there's an age. There's an age. How can I put this delicately? I should just shut up. But let's just say there's an age where you should no longer wear tennis skirts in public. And we'll leave it. We'll leave it right there. We'll leave that comment right there. That's my impression of pickleball. Yeah, exactly. We have a good team. There's nothing to change yet. No, I wouldn't be overly, like I said, if they added defense, you could always use defensive depth in the playoffs, unless you're us last year and the defense was healthy the entire playoffs. But when's the next time that's going to happen, right? So, but in terms of the forwards, I feel real good about the group. I mean, don't forget, we still got Lockwood. We still got Dalpe. There's at least one more guy. I mean, Sordif, right? So, no, we've got depth for miles, but you never know. Maurice still might want to bring in that one extra, playoff vet. Great White says Brady is gone now. Pats will never win another Super Bowl, right? Right. Yeah, age and size. Yeah, Vincent. Yeah. There comes a time but that's okay, right? It's all right. They're out there having fun. Kyle and I played one-on-one basketball. I'm still sore. And that was last Wednesday. I wanted to win the game. I told you guys about that. I've got a pre-workout that allows my body to do things it allows my heart to allow my body to do things that my body should not do. I got all revved up and I won the game, and then I could barely walk for 2 days. And Rosado says, then the price is 2 tickets to the Panthers game. I got to get down there. We're trying to make it happen in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, I paid half the $1,500 electric bill. So I got it when I get that wiped up, then I can look and see if I can get down there. So that's it. All right. I'm going to end this a little bit early today because I want to go get some breakfast, some lunch, breakfast, whatever, food before the Dolphin game. For those of you who managed to stick around, I appreciate it. For those of you who actually watched this entire thing and watched the replay, my apologies. I don't control what they ask me. And it's Sunday anyway. Sundays are usually a little bit wonky around here. That's okay. So I'm iffy on if I'm going to do a stream or not tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in a community post. It just depends on if I got to drive her home, if she's staying here and I got to drive her to the airport, which that should be fun because I can't drive that bridge. So I'd have to go that way, and there's still bridges. So I don't know. Maybe it's just I'll put her in the kayak. Yeah, I got 2 kayaks. I'll tow her across the bay and then get her an Uber to the airport. Yeah, that should work. All right, everybody. I see that, Rosado. All right, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Go Dolphins. Yay, go Dolphins. Yay.